But yeah, no, we are still going at it strong with Pokemon. Yes, we are. Ironhead, keep going. Oh boy. As of today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more videos to upload. Which I have a bunch of older ones uploaded right now, and I don't know if I want to put them on to YouTube yet. It's just frustrating not knowing how that's gonna work out for me in the future. Oh. I almost ran into a ninja. What happens if I talk to him? If you're not on guard, you're in for some pain. There's coughing. Well, there's a coughing. Started to rain. I think, yeah, poison, rock. Poison type, take a rock to it. Rock slide. Boom, boom. Rock slide again. Oh, stretch and body sore. They're on game. They're level 34. Now we're level 33. Oh, he's got a fake sword, I just realized. He's got like a little plastic thing. Your surprise attack ended in failure. Didn't really surprise me either. Do I have anything to heal him? Well, I'm close enough to a place to heal. I'll just go with it. Hi, bird person, fight me. Phil, sometimes the duo. Is Duo still immune to ground type, even though he is not actually airborne as a flying type? Probably is. Used pluck. You can't really pluck much off of a steel Pokemon. Come on now. Suit. Not running away. Ah, come on. Give me something, please. Double hit. Not very effective. Hit 2 times. Rock slide. There we go. Finally. There's the rock slide. Dealt with. Handled. On the MC, we're level 28. Self-destruct. Let's not. Might put you in an explosion. We lack potential. I think you had plenty of potential, you just misused it. Well, this has been dealt with. And yeah, now we are ready to fight for whatever's in here. Organize boxes real quick. Feebas, but you belong in box 5 now, because you are both special evolutions. Yeah, you are all maxed, you're maxed. And yeah, we're just gonna use the I'm gonna use the team that I currently have until I catch something that needs to evolve. Sure. Hey, what have we got here? Quit your meddling. Nah. Team Aqua Grunt. Mighty Inna. Nah. I don't feel like not meddling in affairs of evil adults. That's not how this goes. they're just gonna keep this up. Oh yeah, merging the Pokemon Center and the Mart was brilliant of them. Well, not brilliant, it's something people probably have been asking for years. But when they do it, it's just so nice that you don't have to, okay, here's one area, here's another. Golbat, I'm sorry for you, bud. And I think this Lairon's gonna carry us for a while. Ironhead, sure. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff that comes with new games. And I'll agree with a bunch of people that say there's a lot of people that play Pokemon games that complain so much about anything being new or anything being different. So why would they ever worry about pleasing people if you're going to complain about everything they try to do? You know? I'm still complaining, I'm personally complaining about the people that have issues with Sword and Shield not having every Pokemon available. But I have my own mentality about it, because I understand that the Gotta Catch 'Em All belongs inside of the bank, or inside of Pokemon Home, not inside of a single game. At least in my mind, it belongs, like the achievement is having everything, not necessarily getting to use your favorite Pokemon every time you play a game. Because you're supposed to grow and learn and try something new with new games. That's why I like using only new Pokemon when a new game comes out. You know? Yeah, let's put that back up. There we go. Archie hoped to create. Archie, the precious results of my research, give them back, shut your mouth. He's very strong, apparently. See, it's too difficult to try and merge all of the regions into one. What they ought to do is every other region should have come with, okay, we have this region, or yeah, every other region should be like Region 2, where you have two separate mechanics to a point. They're not separate mechanics, but two regions that you can, after beating one, go to the other, or potentially work both of at the same time. So at least when you get to the Elite Four, they're powerful enough. What's going on over here? Huh. Neat. Like, at the very least, my idea for it, I think, would work. But, you know, it's hard to really say, especially when the main issue with this game that they're coming out with is that they didn't have enough time to put every Pokemon into it. Not like they're doing it on purpose. But they also have a deadline, because they're told to make a new game every 2 years, it looks like. So you have to come up with 100 plus Pokemon, all of which people expect to be just like Generation 1, really cool, or have some kind of interesting mechanic to them, or like, there's so much of an expectation put on new Pokemon games. It's not surprising that, okay, this is what you get. If you complain about it, you don't have to buy it. Like, as someone that works for a company that asks things of me and then complains that I do it wrong, I understand. I really do. Especially when it's like, well, you have to make this better. Well, how? I don't know, just make it better. Whatever, then. I'll make it better, air quoted. Swift. Swift is an awesome move to have. Double hit twice for 35, or once for 60 that never misses. We're gonna put Swift in just in case. I'm gonna need it eventually, I'm sure. And Crawdon looks really cool in this generation. Honestly, I love that all the Pokemon games are getting 3D models. And there is something to be said. People are going out of their way right now to find issues with what they've been shown for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, especially YouTubers. YouTubers will hop on bullshit as quickly as they can. That's so... that's an odd way to try and make that work. Honest? Like, a big thing they could do is, if they're, like, I would say don't do more than 2 generations at a time. So you have first generation, second generation, like they have, and realistically, the gym leaders in the first generation are really weak by comparison. Iron Tail. Iron Head. It's 100% hit. What are you? I would rather keep the 100% hit, realistically. So you get to keep your Pokemon. Keep old moves. Or something like that. I mean, I bet a lot of people would be perfectly fine with them coming out with a release of, okay, here is every copy of all the games up to X, or not X and Y, but up to X. Like, let's say for the first 3 or 4 generations, you get all of these games, every single version, and you get them for $60. People would have no complaints at all. And you can just play them on the Switch. There you go. You have access to all of it. No issues, no complaints. Because people just want their nostalgia points. There we go. And last but not least, you. Hello. Oh my. I even run into you when I'm not on the clock. Wonder why that is. Maybe we're destined to be together. I think she's a bit old for a teenager, 10-year-old, something around that age. I don't know something. I'm feeling pretty so empty and downhearted right now. I can't get my head straight. Help me take my mind off it. The way you're in Pokemon battle so straightforward and sincere. Straightforwardly and sincerely, with such hope, it makes me so mad. Alright. Yeah, like, limit it to 2 generations at a time, and there you go. Because you can kind of just put up to 50 for the first half, and then up to like 80 for the second, because leveling of a game. Or you can downsize everything to make routes like 10 feet long between cities, and then have people complain about that. I'd love to see people complain. Alright, you want a game that includes everything? Alright, so we're gonna have literally no space between regions and no space between towns, and this is all you get. You get to go and, you know what, this is a level 1 gym, this is a level 5 gym, this is a level 10 gym, until you get through all of them. And then eventually it peters out like, well, this is a 50, this is a 50, this is a 50. 3 in a row and whatnot. It's hard to do. It's really hard to do. It's hard to make it work. And sorry I'm ranting on this. It's just, I've tried to put a lot of thought into what would make Nintendo put forward a Pokemon game that has everything. So let me check this. Am I running on 29? 29. No, I'm not running on with this one. This one was perfect fun. Cacturn, because why not put a grass type in? Could have done that a while ago. Needle Arm. Swagger. You are being rude. Although if I hit... Debate is perfectly fine too, yeah. As long as it's not overly one-sided, which, if you're trying to text talk to a streamer, it can end up very one-sided of an argument, to be honest. Run the MC, level 29. Oh, Aqua Admin has been defeated. Woo! Feel a bit more relaxed, thanks. As a token of my gratitude, I'll tell you one thing. Now, when the illustrious Archie's ambitions will have been realized, the world will truly return to its beginnings to before the birth of anything at all. Think for yourself what to do when you're up against that reality. I still haven't figured out for myself what's wrong and what's right. See ya, I'm sure I'll run into you again, though. Hey, Archie's probably on the way to Mount Pyre, so Mount Pyre. Oh, Mount Pyre is the graveyard. Thank you, young one. You helped save us from quite a pinch. You okay there, mate? Haha, yeah, that truly was a slap in the face. Those thieves, what could they hope by investigating the extreme weather patterns of thousands of years ago? Oh, but I'm forgetting myself first. Yep, thank me properly. Give poke. You rude fools. Oh, come get this. Yep. Primal Kyogre, yep. Let me go empty part of my team real quick. I was about to try and use a bike indoors. What am I, crazy? Let me get the Pokemon real quick. Organize boxes. I guess I can put Cacturn away and keep that. Oh no. I'm not putting any evolved Pokemon or unevolvable Pokemon into my party, really. What? This feels Nightcrawler music, yeah. Okay. I was about to say, it sounds very specific. But yeah, it's Nightcrawler music, of course it is. So, to be very honest, I'm not particularly a fan of music, but I love music videos. Things that have story behind them. And
you and I have just become the first four-wheel motorcycle team in history.
No, not what I meant to do. Okay, it's Castform. I was gonna name him after the Shroomy one, but that's fine too. And we're gonna put Castform away. And yeah. I don't think you can ever catch a Castform, by the way. Like, outside of Pokemon Go at this point. Boom. There we go. Are we...
Michael, we picked up Goliath on the scanner. Good. Easy for you to say.
Take a rest.
They got birds from Kid.
And you know what, guys? I think this will be the end of stream.
On their last chance to start.
headphones got caught on my desk and slipped. Give me a second. We made a lot of progress, so I think I am going to end stream here, and we're gonna go over to Krispy Kreme Cones, another streamer I know in a direct way. Hold this plug, just you here instead of that way. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna.
The toy is activated, Michael.
You have a good one too, Rebouth. And yeah, sorry, Fat. Again, sorry, Fat Cat. I know it's hard to find people to do exactly what